very good morning to you. Give us an update. Are official election results expected to be released today?
Behind me is the status that has been set ahead of what's expected to be Jubilee's celebration, considering that as it stands at the moment, Uhuru Kenyatta is in the lead with about 8 million of the votes that he's secured so far, while Raila Odinga is at about 6.5 million. So the margins are really quite large between the two as it stands at this point. However, though, yesterday, remember from the press briefing that Raila Odinga gave yesterday already, they disputed the provisional results. The IEBC is expected to make an announcement, declare the results probably today. And then, of course, we'll have also from briefings from observer missions, including the Qatar Foundation. And remember that quite interesting, though, listening to the United States, former United States Secretary or Secretary of State saying that they believe that the system is secure, it is tamper-proof, and the IEBC has also made the same assertions because Raila Odinga has said that the system had been hacked into and the results had been manipulated. Later on this morning, probably in the next hour or so, Raila Odinga is expected to give another press briefing, probably an update on what NASA's next step will be. Some of their candidates from the different opposition parties that came together to form the alliance have already indicated that they will be heading to this court over here, which is also on the other side of the KICC. And the courts have indicated before already, just ahead of the elections, that they are ready to deal with any electoral disputes. And we imagine that many of those electoral disputes will be coming to this place today. But quite importantly, we'll have to listen quite carefully to what Raila Odinga says this morning, because that will give an indication of what could happen on the streets of the various counties in Kenya. Remember yesterday when he said that at the moment they call on all Kenyan residents to remain calm, even though the system had been manipulated and even though the will of the people had been undermined by Jubilee Party, by Uhuru Kenyatta. And some people went out onto the streets, police running battles with youths especially, and actually some area here close to Nairobi where some streets were barricaded with burning tires, and that had been cleared. This morning things seem to be a bit better compared to yesterday, but things might change after this press briefing that Raila Odinga is expected to give. And of course we'll try and bring an update with regards to that. And as I've indicated, the AU Observer Commission as well is expected to give us an update with regards to how they think the elections have gone. President Thabo Mbeki, former President Thabo Mbeki, about 2 days ago spoke about the electoral process and saying that as it stands, there is nothing that indicates that this electoral process hasn't been free, fair and transparent. The IEBC has also decided to release what they call the 34A forms, the 34B forms, which are forms which indicate, which are the hard copies that indicate the results that had been received by the various presidential candidates. Some of them have already conceded as this race continues between the two between the two front runners, Uhuru Kenyatta, the incumbent, as well as Raila Odinga. But as I've indicated, that the margins at this moment quite huge between the two. Uhuru Kenyatta leading with about 8 million of the votes, and Raila Odinga at 6.5 million. It's back to you in studio.
All right, Aldrin, thank you very much for the update there, coming to us live from Kenya after the elections.